What's up, y'all? Phil James coming back to you. So, I was doing pretty good there, making videos, keeping them coming, and uploading them. The past few days, I've had a pretty hard time. And I'm sure all of you are too, because those of you who are aware of the circumstances and who are aware of what the federal government is able to do in a situation like this, I'm sure you're having a hard time as well. Because we got to realize and we have to remember that all of us have family, and all of us obviously care about our family, right? All of us have somebody we love. All of us have people we care about deeply. The issue that we all seem to have across this board, this truther board, is a lot of the people we care about and love dearly are usually not as aware as we are, okay? And I've heard all kinds of things. I've heard people say, just quit thinking about it. Just quit thinking about it. You can't just stop thinking about this stuff once you are aware of it, because it exists entirely around you. You're stuck within it, right? This is why so many truthers and conspiracy people use the Matrix as such a metaphor, and that's, what it is, as what it is. Once you learn or become aware of something like what's taking place and the system and how they like to do things, you cannot just forget it. So like the Matrix, once you take that red pill and you are awoke within that battery type pod for the machines, you cannot go back in there, right? You've taken that pill, you've woke up, you're now no longer part of the digital deception or the Matrix in that sense. You cannot be plugged back in and not know what's going on. You can't be plugged back in permanently and just exist in an ignorance is bliss type of way. You cannot do that. Once you are aware, you cannot go back. So needless to say, I was having a pretty rough couple days. I'm not so concerned about me. I'm not concerned about, if I'm going to get held, shot, whatever. I'm more concerned about what's going to happen to the people I love once I'm gone, okay? If I'm not around to tell the people that, I care for what's going on, how will they ever know? You see what I mean? I'm not saying I'm always right, but I'm telling you, I've been doing this a minute. Not here on YouTube, but I've been doing this truther type thing for a long time. It's been at least 15 to 16 years of this, okay? I can tell you I have a pretty decent handle on a lot of it. Whether or not you see me make videos about it, some of the stuff I don't need to make videos about because there's plenty out there already that you can go and learn from. But like I said, I was having a really hard time the past few days. I'm doing a little better now. And the only thing, my friends, that has helped me not be completely hopeless and feel helpless is praying. It's the only thing that's doing it, okay? And I mean it. I had a very, very serious conversation with my direct family, okay? I walked out, talked to them the other day, and I broke down, my friends. I'm not even slightly concerned about saying that. I broke down. I broke down to get my message across, okay? And it wasn't even it wasn't controlled. I mean, obviously I couldn't control it. I broke down. But the point is, the tone in which I was trying to describe what is taking place, and, everything. It all changed. Like, it went from, this is kind of what we're seeing, this is what's going down, to me saying, like, guys, this is now, okay? All the stuff you've ever heard me say, it's here now. That I tried to put urgency behind it. You guys might need to do the same to your direct families. Just let it fly. I mean, at this point, but I want to show people how serious the times are getting, okay? And I'm sure you guys have been reading or looking at the text messages behind me, right? Or behind my screen here. So the other day I'm at work, March 17th. I'm at work, inside. I can't really use my phone in there, so I didn't see this number up here at the top of the screen. I didn't see them call me 3 times, back to back to back. So once I got out of work, 2:32, I get off at 2:30, I texted them and said, who is this? They respond, as you can see, who is this? So I say, the phone you called 3 times. I didn't call. Someone from this number called me 3 times. Now, for a little background real quickly, this happens quite often to my phone, okay? And I'm not sure why, but I do know I was a local contact on the RFB website, so I know my info is out there, and somebody told me that they saw during a live stream all my information on that local contacts page. So probably one reason my number's out there. But these texts and these calls and these weird numbers that always mimic my number relatively closely seem to happen pretty often now. So because of this, I was thinking maybe it's a new subscriber, or maybe it's somebody I gave my number to a while back and they're just trying to play cautious or something. I don't know. So I asked this question down here. How weird. One question, if you don't mind. Are you a truther, conspiracy type person? They respond, can you just tell me who you are, please? Weird. So now they've asked me 2 times who I am. I said, I didn't call you either. So someone somewhere is calling people and it shows different phone numbers. Maybe, I have no clue. I do know your number is based out of Ohio. I'm not in Ohio. Okay, strange. Well, why is your number mimicking my Ohio number then, if you're not in Ohio? You've at least been here in that situation, right? No, not yet. Weird times. This keeps happening though, right? I'll tell you what city and state I'm in, because I'm trying to get some answers and I'm not entirely sure who it is yet. But I respond, definitely in Ohio. Can't hide that. That's what my number is. They obviously already know that. So I respond again. The point to take away from this, we are both being harassed by numbers that are our own, except, it looks like I'm calling them and it looks like they are calling me. If, we're just 2 random people, which I do not think it is. I mean, I'm some random guy, but this number, So they say, okay. And then they say, Delaware, ? All right. Here's where it steps up the realness of this conversation from my side. So they already know Delaware. How is that? Because I haven't mentioned it. All I said is Ohio. Anybody who's subbed to this channel, though, knows I'm Delaware, Ohio. So I say, again, what state are you in? Have to be Ohio. At least your number is. Who are you? Again, from this number. So now they've asked 3 times who I am. You ain't giving me any answers back. Why would I answer that? That's what I said. First letter of name. Are you from Delaware, Ohio? So there's number 4 they've asked me, and now they're asking me for my name, first letter, whatever. Once again, why would I answer your questions now? You ain't answering, any of mine. I tried. So they respond, truther. I say, you are? Could be both. Both what? Truther, theorist and a truther? Like conspiracy theorist and a truther? And is this male or female? Yes, to the first question, which conspiracy theorist, truther type person, and then F for female. That's their response. So I say, is this Chelsea by chance? Because I had a few people hit me up here recently, and I thought maybe it's one of them. They got my number somehow, whatever. No, is this Lori? No, I'm a M, as in a male. Missy? No, I'm a male. Mike? No, that isn't first letter of name. I said M for male. Because I thought F meant female when you said it. It did. I live by the ocean. Okay, what one? And throw a state out there. OMG, just tell me who you are. I'm rare. The hell does that mean? I ain't looking for nobody. And so am I. I'm pretty rare, okay, I'd like to say. For those of you who don't know me, but, you know, whatever. I'm a pretty rare dude. So am I, friend. Who are you? So now we're at 5 times I've been asked by this number who I am, what my name is, and if I'm in or around Delaware, Ohio. I don't think it matters now, really, does it? Guess not. Bye. So I say later, okay? Here's the good one. You ready for this? This tripped me out a little bit. They respond, traced. That's it. Traced. Weird, right? So who is this? But after they said traced, I said one more thing, and there's a reason behind it. Because if you've heard of Operation Pogo, and if you've heard of Operation Zephyr, you know that Pogo, that operation, instead of just centering all YouTube channels and truther conspiracy channels, what they did was they put out the gatekeepers, the Alex Joneses, the David Ikes, the people that get paid big bucks, okay, to spread truth. So when all those channels came out and, you know, started doing their thing and spreading their 90% truth and then leaving out the real big ones, they basically were able to tag anybody who watches these channels, right? Any person. So that means basically all of us conspiracy theorists, truther type people have been tagged someplace or another depending on who we are subscribed to. And that's why I view it as Operation Pogo, as if they're pogoing and tagging names or something. I don't know. But that's just how I took it. So I went ahead and responded one more time after they said traced and put tagging, like question mark, because like Pogo implies, they're tagging people, they're red flagging people, okay? And then by doing that, they match the phones and the IP addresses to who the person may be. That's what I think this was. The same day, March 17th, that this happened to me, this also happened to my best friend, John. Happened to him as well, okay? Weird number that mimics his, and they want to know who he is. Same thing happened. So my question now becomes, are any of you guys getting weird numbers, calling you, texting you, and asking you who you are and weird questions? Let me know down below, because I feel honestly that this is an agency, some sort of government type agency, tagging numbers, tagging phones, tagging people, red flagging them. And if it's not that, it's an AI algorithm doing it for them, or it's an AI algorithm that's on the loose and learning on its own. I mean, who really knows at this point? We live in some strange, weird times, and it's getting creepy. So I just want to know, though, has anybody else been dealing with weird numbers like this, and, you know, weird conversations, texts, calls? Anybody been dealing with anything like that? Let me know down below, please, because I personally believe that this is what that was. But anyways, I may go live tonight. I don't know. I got to see if all my equipment will work. But let's hope that I can go live. Let's hope that it'll go good, and we'll just see how it goes, I guess. But either which way, I love y'all. Phil James, I'm out. God bless.